Just like many of you, I've sunk a huge time into gaming, even into games you wouldn't call good. All for the sake of killing some time. It's so good to be finally playing Subnautica 2 again. What the fuck is that? Finally, time to kill some heretics for the Emperor!
I think I miss my wife.
It's definitely a pastime enjoyed by a lot of people. However, there comes a time in everyone's life where they say to themselves, man, it would be cool to make a video game. Make your own world where you get to immerse the player with your interesting ideas and stories. Make them engage with the vast plain that awaits for exploration. And when they are distracted enough, harvest them for capital through monthly donations. Or at least that happened to me. Hi, I'm Gabriel and welcome to my world of fun and games where I'll rant about my successful attempt at creating a video game, so strap on in and dive into the... how did I get here? Since I was a wee little lad, I thought it'd be cool to make your own video game. Like imagine you get to make your own thing and then play it. Specifically, I was really into zombie games, like really into zombie games. I was gonna make the best video game indie action horror survival MMORPG shooter platformer novel game thing that would have existed. However, unfortunately for little old me, the zombie fatigue was coming. And so my dreams are crushed and shattered and burned and crushed again, but the spirit lives on. I'll make a game one day, I said to the voices inside my head. You'll see! But how? You ask. How do you go about making a game? Well, personally, I believe that a game can be split into 4 elements: writing, art, music, and most importantly, programming. Now, I already had a background in music because I grew up playing the piano and saxophone. Plus, I listen to music that normies like you wouldn't get, like Frank Sinatra or the Ultra Kill soundtrack.
Come forth, child of and die. You can't escape.
Art-wise, I'm decent. When I was 12, I wrote a 400-page long comic about a group of survivors living inside a zombie-infested city, which was really shit. But hey, at least I got to test my drawing and writing skills. Dude, who wrote this shit? Father, can you work on us again? Not now, son. I'm making world seas that I won't ever touch again. What the hell? But as for programming, guys, it's a miracle I can boot up my computer, let alone make a game. My biggest accomplishment is downloading mods into my games.
Did you put a fucking mod in this? No.
Despite that, I was willing to learn how to program. After all, I was going to use the best engine for video game making, Unity. So I've watched about 5 hours of coding tutorials and all I remembered from it was how to say hello world. I even managed to somehow make a calculator, which personally I think is neat, and I think I should be rewarded by you hitting that like and subscribe button and then wishlisting my game on the Apple Store. But hey, clearly I'm now more than ready to start. But then suddenly the evil CEO at Unity decided that they hate their users and changed the rules and said, fuck you, Mega Brain specifically. What did I even do? Quick history recap. Back in 2023, Unity decided to roll out a brand new feature called the runtime fee, which would charge Unity users a little itsy bitsy fee every time somebody downloaded their game. So what now? I can't even use Unity. Well, have you ever played games like Mori, or Lisa the Painful, or In Start in Time, or One Shot? What's that? You're not on the spectrum? Too bad, buddy, cause those games run on a very simple game engine known as... Now, unless you picked up a free version during one of their discounts, this engine will cost you. But what you'll get in return is a very simple and sophisticated engine which will basically make the game itself. Just click and drag the preset code, replace the pre-made assets with your own, and voila! You've made yourself a game. Except even this is too hard for me because of one thing. Math. Because this is an engine for RPG games, it has an RPG game-like fight style, and that requires crunching some numbers. And unfortunately for me, I never learned how to count past 2.
Wait, is that Gabe?
Come on, not every dude with a beard.
Hi, this is Gabe.
All I basically did was make some low-effort pixel sprites and piece together a weird, clunky mess of a level. It doesn't even look good. What is this filth? That, and I just proceeded to accidentally delete the whole game. How? I don't know, it just sort of happened. So RPG Maker was a bust. Perhaps this is a sign. No matter how much I try, I just can't seem to make this work. All those tutorials, all those guides. Maybe I'm just too dumb to get this working. Creating art has always been my passion since I was a kid. So I thought expressing myself through my favorite pastime would be ideal, but this is not clicking together. And why force it when it just isn't fated? I guess I should just let it be. And who the fuck are you? Kept you waiting, huh? The Godot game engine, my savior! Unlike Vladimir and Estragon over there, I didn't have to wait forever for this guy to arrive. Free to use and easy to work with. Finally, my game will be made! And it's all thanks to this Latino man. Thank you, Godot. Now, I'm no programmer, so I still had to study the tutorials once more. However, it was more manageable because of the Dialogic plugin. This baby is a lifesaver, all accounts of the RPG Maker and no math required. I think I'm falling in love.
This segment was not filmed in front of an audience.
I'm glad you accepted my invite. I thought it was too bold of me. I know this is kinda sudden, but would you wanna make a visual novel with me?
Sorry, I cannot.
Fulfill this request as it contains a...
Oh, my, I'm so happy you think so too. Don't worry, dear. I'll take care of everything. Excuse me, sir, no computers allowed. Man, that is my wife! Now that I have my tools, it's time for making concepts. I thought to myself that since I'm making a visual novel, it should probably be something basic and easy to make. Something like a dating novel. You just basically shove a cute girl in the player's face and give them the option to sometimes click the I love you, let's go make kids button. Except I'm not gonna take the easy path because that's boring. I'm gonna make a dating game that's a subversion of the genre. You could even call it an undating game.
Say that again?
Now you are probably thinking, wow, he must have played a lot of dating sims to know how to properly criticize one and make a parody version of the genre. To which I say, besides playing DDLC, which in it of itself is a subversion of the genre, I wanna hack that gator. I want to have sex with that gator. So I just settled for a game where instead of chasing girls, you're trying to actually get away from them.
Girls? I want to see men!
With the idea written down, first came the girl designs. The idea is to make all the girls yandere, which are like Japanese stereotypes or certain archetypes in romance settings. I chose to start with the tsundere because besides the obvious yandere, this is probably the first archetype you'll think of when you think of yandere.
They don't call you student anymore. They just say you have BPD.
It took me many nights and days designing this girl. After all, she was my firstborn. I can't mess this up. But whatever I did seemed not good enough. Until I added the strands to the side of the head and then it was like, oh yeah, that works. As for the protagonist, I decided to go make a culmination of all dating game protags. John Dade Jr. What is it that makes him so special that all the girls want him? Well, dear viewer, if you do want girls to be all over you, make sure to click the like and subscribe button so you don't miss another upload! With some finished designs, I could finally start making the actual sprites. I decided to use the DDLC method of having a couple poses with a lot of different faces to save time. Anyway, I'm sure it'll take no time whatsoever. Holy fucking shit, this sprite took me a fucking month to make! So, as it turns out, making the art unfortunately takes way more time than I thought. So, what now? It's gonna take me a decade to finish at this pace. If only there was someone that...
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
The fuck? Having friends is good because they can be used for cheap labor. I mean, help you when you are down. That's why it helped me a lot when 00096, also known as the best Overwatch Clips channel, came to help me. It started off as a let me show you how it's done, until it just stayed the way it is. Man, I love when people do stuff for me. But genuinely big thanks to this man, cause there's no way this game would have come out in this decade without him. Another fella I gotta give big thanks to is Ori, a stray programmer that I rescued and kept home in the safe compounds of my basement. With this ragtag team of amateur developers, the making of this undating can pick up some speed. Each member had their role, me on the vision, Triple on the arts and crafts, and Ori actually making the game. Although an easy concept, I made it so that the game shines through its unusual moments when it breaks away from the visual novel format, meaning you gotta call all the wacky stuff too, which takes some time and directing. Then we ran into another problem. My boys started doubting that a visual novel can be fun, and so we implemented a secondary gameplay loop. Since apparently you need actual gameplay in your games and not just a cookie clicker simulator, we decided to add the ever so lovable tile game section, where between the visual novel segments you gotta move around the school with John and try dodging the girls. Make sure to pick up various questionable items from the ground to use against them. Now this segment has received interesting feedback, so we are still working on improving it to the best of our abilities. Besides that, in the span of a few months we managed to make 8 whole chapters of content that we put on Steam and itch.io. But nobody apparently uses itch.io like you, what even is on here? Each girl has a day where you get to spend all of it meeting them and getting to know their ups and downs, and then in the final version you will get to see the conclusion to these plot lines. But I haven't written them yet, so who knows? Everyone might just suddenly die of the bubonic plague, or we switch the game genre and suddenly you are playing a roguelike now. And that's all folks. I hope you enjoyed this ramble, cause it will happen again. Eventually, probably. And if you'd like to support us, make sure to check out the Undating Game on Steam. Go to Steam and type in the Undating Game. Go do that now, please. Thank you. That, or you can follow us on socials and see what riveting content we have to offer. Till then, this has been Mega Brain signing out. Goodbye. I love you. Mwah.